Ah yes, Hearts of Iron 4, the World War II strategy game all about having fun. Cause sure as heck, nothing says light, topical fun like millions of people dying in tragedy. But once again, we are in our little mini-series of looking at focus trees and focus paths that don't really get any love in Hearts of Iron 4. For good reason. It's safe to say, other than the Germany game we did, a lot of these paths have not been worthwhile. But nevertheless, we are back again to give some more looks into focus trees in Hoi 4 that people can't be bothered to do. But first, a quick word from today's sponsor. That's right, today's sponsor, Surfshark VPN. Keeping your online information secured has never been more important, which is why I use Surfshark VPN, which comes with the Clean Web tool, which will search any websites you go on for malicious content that may want to steal your informations. And not just that, because with Surfshark VPN, with one click of a button, you can go ahead and change your location online to access region-locked content not available in your area. Now, with over 3,200 different servers in 100 different countries, Surfshark lets you unlock everything you need. And with Surfshark, you only need one login for every single one of your devices. That's right, with one simple sign-up, you can log in across all of your platforms. And for the month of November and December, from the 1st to the 31st, you can go ahead and get yourself 85% off with Surfshark VPN if you use my code linked down below, and 3 extra months for free. And for whatever reason, if you are unhappy with your Surfshark VPN subscription, you can go ahead and get yourself a 30-day money-back guarantee. So go ahead, get started with Surfshark VPN today by clicking my link down below. Get that 85% off with 3 extra months for free. And once again, thank you very much, Surfshark VPN, for sponsoring the channel. Alright, today we're going for a bit of the Iberian flavor persuasion. Did you say tapas or tap that ass? Most certainly in this game, I am coming to tap that ass, Spain. Yes, here we are in Portugal. Now, I know what you're saying already. Well, you probably never play Portugal anyway, so all the paths are kind of forgettable. Well, that's not necessarily true, as a lot of the paths, or at least 2 of them I know, are actually pretty decent. But obviously the one that the majority of people do, including myself, is getting the Brazil and Portugal reunited into our massive United Kingdom of Portugal and Brazil. And I'm not too certain if I've ever even bothered trying any of the other focus paths. I do know that the one where you unite with Spain is obviously pretty decent, which again is over here, but I want to try one today that probably has never been done by anyone. Right, one of the paths we could go is neutrality, which, as tempting as that sounds, just going neutral and then joining the Allies, I don't think we're gonna do that today. Instead, what we are going to do is Communist Portugal, which I think is gonna be a lot of fun for one focus in particular. Yep, I said that. One of the focuses seems fun out of the whole path. Now, obviously, being Portugal, we're kind of left, well, not involved in World War II, because, funnily enough, Portugal wasn't involved in World War II. So we don't really expect a lot of action to really be going down for Portugal, especially if you were brave enough to do the historical path. Nothing quite says festive cheer like playing Democratic Portugal historically. Alright, first things first, we've hired a man called Alvaro Cunhal, who's actually gone ahead and giving us a good little pep talk on why communism might be for us. The Spanish Civil War has kicked off, and we can now choose to support the Spanish Republic, which of course I'm going to do. I'm just not 100% sure that we're really going to be able to help out that much. I was rushing down this left side here just to get enough to flip us over through the decisions over here to communism to see if we can avert the civil war that comes with doing this, but I think we may just be doomed to do the civil war. There we go, got the event for the referendum, and we have gone we got ourselves the little mustache boy. This dude literally about to give you 12 paragraphs on why communism is actually quite beneficial. Oh, so we are now in a civil war with ourselves, and also we have joined the Spanish Civil War against the anarchists and the fascists, which Got a lot on our plate all of a sudden. Why? I don't have the amount of troops I need to actually hold this front, so what I'm gonna do is simply just start snaking everywhere in hopes that if I just cause so much trouble for them that maybe the other two Spains can do something. I think the problem is that neither side literally has any units, so I can just do what I'm doing right now, just keep going around them, but it's not getting anywhere or helping because the Spanish don't have the units to push. It doesn't help as well that I'm not technically in a faction with these guys, so I can't see where their units actually are, so I'm just going wild, I'll be real with you. I like playing Minesweeper. I just sort of turn up to the front lines, maybe there's a Spanish unit there, maybe there's not. Sometimes there's a really big mine called the German army as well. Not too sure what's going on here. The anarchists capitulated. Now my little horsey is very much behind enemy lines. This might be the end now. I've pushed them out of Portugal. I've finally made an army. They're fully equipped for the most part, and I have taken quite a few casualties. More than I would have liked to, but it was kind of necessary to finally actually do an offensive here. If I just walk into here now, if they've got nothing on it, that will be it. Nope, their capital's still over here. Okay, gotta keep going. Oh, never mind. No, that was it. Okay, should I take something? Am I allowed to take something? Yoink. There go. We pretty much carried the whole part of that last bit then. Also, more than the last bit. If we didn't keep snaking through them, they would have died so quickly. But yeah, I stole Galicia up here and a little part of their navy, but I don't think it will come in much handy. But there you go. We got 2 battleships now. Wow. Alright, so now we get the option between joining the Comintern, which, yeah, we're not going to do that, or forming the Iberian Socialist Union, which does sound pretty cool. Well, that's if they say yes to it. If they don't, I imagine we're probably going to go straight to war. Well, I assume they said yes. There you go. The Iberian Socialist Union. Way more interesting and more fun so far than Democratic Hungary. We still get the option to join the Comintern here, or we can do the Popular Front Bloc, which, you know what, I'm going to do just because I don't really want to hang out with Mr. Stalin. You know, famously not very kind to people he finds as friends. This is pretty cool because obviously you get all of Spain, and because you just went through the Civil War, you don't actually get the modifier recovering from the Civil War, so you're just like a better Spain. Also, just realized that what this does, it gives us a daily communism support in France and Estonia. Why France and Estonia exactly? This is the focus that caught my interest. The Latin American communism one, which boosts communism for 730 days in all of the South American countries. And then from there, you can actually go ahead and invite them to your faction after. Not sure why Estonia falls into that, but you know what, Estonia, I guess you're welcome to Estonia, the lost South American country. Also get ourselves a war goal against the Guanzi clique, which I don't think I'm gonna get bothered to do, because I don't want to make Japan any more powerful than they are, and Japan will be in the peace conference if I do go to war with China anyway. And yeah, I don't have player-led conferences on, plus I think having all of Spain will put me in a better position than wasting time over in China. But you know, just pointing it out in case someone out there wants to do a communist Portugal run. Right, so there goes World War II. We're not going to get involved anytime soon. We need to do a lot of building up of our socialist union down here, but we will get involved at the right time to strike. I think we should wait until our quote-unquote communist brothers in the east end up getting invaded, then we'll get involved. Not that you deserve my help, Mr. Stalin. You were a very naughty boy. Watch out! It's Humberto! Master of the skies, destroyer of the German Air Force, Humberto! I'm so glad the Estonian Independent Soviet Republic wants a non-aggression pact. What's the point of that? They just get puppeted by the Russians. See, the problem is I can never tell if something is on purpose with Paradox, if there's a historical precedent for the Iberian communist pressure in Estonia, or it's just a coding error. I feel like we both know which way we're going to be swinging here on what it's going to be. News is the Axis have not done too well. They got kicked out of Africa immediately, and they have lost Sardinia, and they can't even push out of Greece. So I think we might be in for a good game, especially because we now have communist Estonia on our side, kind of in a way, not actually on our side. Over here in South America, though, yeah, things are things are changing. All right, there goes our Operation Barbarossa, we're not getting involved just yet, but we will be soon enough. I'm just gonna start making some planes. Just hopefully my best friend Estonia does not capitulate. Just realize if you do the forming of Iberia, or just like anything where you take Spain in this focus tree, if you go down to defend the borders, it's completely pointless because it just builds forts in Lisbon and your home countries over here. I don't think we can really call this the border anymore. I guess just to make up for the fact the Allies were stomping on them pretty much over here in the Mediterranean, the Soviets have decided to even the playing ground by being completely brain dead. Well done, Soviet Union! Well done! Even though you had the secret superpower of Estonia. God, what the hell happened over there? Why are they just like, oh my God. Well, I think this most certainly is the hardest I've seen the AI throw in a long time. Did you just forget to put your units on the front line, maybe? Okay, we might be saved by the Allies, though. They seem to know what they're doing, hopefully. You want to point out, though, that Estonia's holding completely fine. Maybe get some tips off them. Sorry, South American plan kind of failed because we ran out of time. The little modifier they get doesn't last forever. So not a single one of them switched to communism. Except for Paraguay, but they were already communist. Well, we're gonna get Paraguay in here anyway. Should probably also get involved in this whole war. Yeah. Probably. I mean, I was kind of hoping the Soviets would just die, but they've actually managed to finally find their army. Oh, there you go. It's me and Paraguay against the world. To Vichy France. Here's a little thing called freedom. In the form of communism. Did the Germans not even join? Okay, the Germans didn't even join, so I guess I'm just gonna march in unopposed until they decide to join. One second, actually, I completely forgot. I'm gonna need backup for this war. Get in, Paraguay! Sad part is, I only have 2% war participation, and I think I was very helpful right there. I deserve some land. Funny, after I pushed them out of France pretty much single-handedly there, the Soviets have only moved and pushed back from the border of Estonia here to here. I think it's safe to say who the real communist powerhouse in Europe might be. Estonia. I'm getting Spanish Civil War flashbacks with this breakthrough I just did. Question, how the hell did France get this province back? They don't have access through me. How did they manage that? You know, interestingly enough, if you wanted to know how to actually deal with Barbarossa if you were the Russians, simply just don't do anything and wait for the Turks to get involved. Apparently that's the strategy. Also, Japan never capitulated China, by the way. We kind of got a historical thing going on, but they did, yeah, it's not looking too good for the Pacific. Alright, we got one hell of a non-Dunkirk happening over here. I just love the fact all my troops have little berets on too. Obviously, we are taking this war very seriously with our very serious red hats. I have to say though, Paraguay, you're not really pulling your weight here. And could it possibly be that you can't get your troops out of Paraguay as you're a landlocked nation? Come on. Pull your finger out. You can do a bit of garrison support. Give me 53,000 men. I guarantee that's probably all of your people. Great. We capitulated the Germans, and because we have no war score or war participation, they've just capitulated to the UK, which means they've literally stolen my land border with the rest of the Axis. Just put it out there, Paradox. Maybe change the way that works. Just a little bit of fixing. We have won. And we have 541 points to work with, so let's just steal French land. Yeah, that's not the prettiest thing in the world to look at, is it? Why? I also just... Oh, I assume... Yeah, okay. So all the German railway guns now belong to me. I think the worst part about this is that we have France, which is now this color, and then we have Soviet France, and then a bit more France over here. And most importantly, there is still a split between Germany, but it is actually North and South Germany, because I have just, like, ever so slightly snuck in there. Oh, I didn't realize what they did to Africa, too. Is this all just independent? They still just make everything independent from France. Well done, AI. Oh wait, no, there's still another France in North Africa too. ruled by Hugo. Of course, why wouldn't it be ruled by Hugo? Alright, it's safe to say that peace conferences in Hearts of Iron 4 are still a little bit confusing. Oh, wait a sec, I just realized. So, we have France, but we have France, and we also still have France. You know what? I don't think we've ever said it enough, but I feel like there's too many Frances. You know that like really old meme of like, why can't I hold all these lemons or oranges? I can't remember which one. That's how I feel right now with, why can't I hold all these damn Frances? But there you go. That was Communist Portugal. And also 12 billion Frances. I don't know if you want more of them, but I'm sure there's possible to get even more. Now, out of all the focuses we've looked at so far that are kind of terrible, this one actually wasn't that bad. It was pretty fun, but would I do it over doing the Brazil one? No, definitely not. It's still good though. If you've never done it before, I'd recommend giving it a little go. I guess the hardest part is just doing the beginning opening where you get the Civil War and then you join the Spanish Civil War. That is a bit of a mess, I gotta say, but yeah, it still was pretty fun. I just kind of endlessly built, really. And then yeah, I was also I was gonna research some nuclear bombs too, but alas, that is the end of our Iberian Socialist Union run. I hope you all had a fun time watching, and if you're gonna go ahead and give it a go, feel free to let me know how it goes for you too on Twitter, or maybe I missed something, a little trick to the secret South American communist flip, which didn't go very far. Anyway, I shall leave it off here, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe button down below, and I shall catch you in the next one.